So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, girl, my name is Lucy. I always say to stay subscribed. We have a good time on this channel. We're talking about 3 important traits of a soft woman. If you want to call them habits, you can call them habits. That's completely fine. These are 3 key things you need to learn when you're stepping into your soft woman era, okay? Now without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So while we chit chat, we're also going to be installing a hair that was sent to me by Love Me Hair. I've worked with them a couple times on my channel, so they're not new. So I don't need to get into the details, but obviously it comes with the regular gift bag. This is the wig. This is exactly how it comes, like curled like this, and this gets me so excited because that means I don't have to do a lot of work when it comes to styling this wig. This is their 5x5 undetectable lace wig, real HD lace wig, but this is their latest one, so this is new. They do have another one on the website that is also undetectable. This is pretty much the upgraded version of that one. I'm going to link everything in the description box below so you understand what I'm talking about. And I have it in 20 inches. The density is more on this one than the other one. This is quite full and bouncy and all that good stuff. It's called their Love Me Mega Density wig. I think that's what it's called. Like I said, everything's going to be in the description box below. As usual, the lace comes pre-bleached, pre-plucked, but I went ahead and plucked it a little bit without interrupting these calls because I want this to stay, okay? I don't want to have to work hard to get this to be as curly as it is already. And I'm also going to do like a side swoop or a side bang or something, so I'm going to kind of maneuver the wig anyhow, but I already like how it looks, although it kind of looks, you know, a bit cray-cray. I'm giving you guys 3 important traits which you could also call habits of a soft woman. You could consider this as your first step into becoming a softer woman if this is a journey that you're currently on and you're just like, you know, in the initial phases. These are 3 most important things that I would recommend that you're conscious of. The first one being learning voice and words control. What that means is simply thinking before you give a response in any situation. Your delivery, all that kind of stuff in every situation, no matter how much your emotions are being triggered at that time. Now, you could think about it as, okay, does this require me to speak extensively on this issue? Does it even require me to give it my attention or my time? Does it require a yes or a no response? And in either of all these cases, your response, your tone, your delivery should be handled carefully. You listen more and not quick to respond to every situation. It took me a while to learn this because I want you to hear me. I want you to get my point at every time. It doesn't matter who I am having a conversation with. It doesn't matter if the conversation is heated or not, or if the conversation is just like, you know, it's a smooth dialogue. I would always want to get my voice across, you know. I would always want you to get my point, like listen to me. What you don't realize in that situation is you're not actually listening to what the person's saying. All that you have in your head is pretty much your idea or your conclusion or your assumption about the situation, and you're trying to form an opinion but not hearing from the other party's side, so you're always quick to respond. But being a softer, gracious woman, you just want to take your time to always listen, gather your thoughts, and ask yourself several questions before you actually respond. You know, I need to clip this back. I've heard people say to be an elegant woman or a soft woman, you have to reduce your voice and not scream and not shout. I don't personally believe in that, if I'm being honest with you. I believe in letting people express themselves however they want to express themselves. It just depends. It depends on the situation, if it calls for it, right? And if you're being smart about it. Being a soft woman doesn't mean that you have to completely change who you are. Being a soft woman doesn't literally mean that, oh, you have to be soft. Yes, I'm learning to be a calm woman and a softer woman because obviously, like I've told you guys in the past, I have that tendencies of always leaning to my masculine side, so I'm trying to retract from that, right? I'm trying to do better with that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to completely change my personality and I have to completely change how I speak, because right now someone can consider the way I'm speaking fast and, you know, using hand gestures and everything as not being a calm or a soft woman, but I don't necessarily agree with that, because being like this or speaking like this or having a higher tone when I speak doesn't necessarily mean I'm being aggressive. It just means that I'm a much more hyper person than, you know, the next woman. I'm much more of someone who is more expressive or passionate whenever I'm expressing myself. There are people that express themselves, you know, nonchalant way, and they're like calm and talking, and it almost seems like they're uninterested in whatever it is that they're saying to you, while there are people like me that when I'm talking to you about something, just kind of seems like I'm overly passionate about it, which it could mean that I am, and at the same time it could mean that I'm not. I'm just the way I am, you know. So I believe in letting people be who they truly are. Like, I'm not going to sit here and ask you to, you know, lower your voice every time you talk to people. That is unrealistic. Like, that is the most unrealistic thing. Like, I'm not going to come here and tell you you have to change your personality completely to be a soft woman. Absolutely not. You don't need to change your personality to be a softer woman. You just need to learn to do things with grace, with style, with elegance, and most of all with wisdom. Think before you speak. When someone is speaking, you listen to them and then respond. You wait for your turn before you speak. You don't speak over people. It doesn't just, you know, make the situation worse, but at the same time, when too many people are talking at the same time, no one is actually talking. You're not even able to get anything out of the conversation when everyone is talking, you know, on top of each other. So it's just handling situations with wisdom, kind of holding and carrying yourself with grace. You being that person with like a harsher and much more, you know, louder tone doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a calm, soft, elegant woman. It doesn't mean that, okay? The second thing I want to highlight is your style and charisma, like being more intentional and serious about those. I've made several videos in the past talking about style and how it's important to your growth and, you know, self-improvement as a woman. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned is the fact that changing your style isn't supposed to be completely different from who you are as a person. Sticking with what you're comfortable with, what you're okay with, but just making it a lot more cleaner and elegant, but ultimately just sprucing things up a bit. That's just what I mean. You could stick with your edgy style, you could stick with your simple neutral style, you could stick with your colors and all that kind of stuff, but then just make it cute. I always say when it comes to style, you should always have an inspiration, either like, you know, a person that you look up to, or pick inspiration from places like Pinterest, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. You kind of mirror those things, or you piece it together, create your own mood board and work with that. Your style evolving shouldn't take away from who you truly are as a woman, you know, what your personality is actually like. There should be no difference. It's just an advanced version of Lucy, an advanced version of Jessica, an advanced version of Kate. That's just what we're trying to get. Becoming soft doesn't mean that you need to completely change your character. You just need to advance yourself. You need to learn and unlearn habits that would make you a better woman. The third most important thing I want you guys to take from this video today is getting into the habit of taking on new feminine activities and routine. This pretty much helps you connect with other women, like-minded women, and helps you lean towards your feminine side every single day. You really don't know how much it helps you to understand your femininity until you're surrounded by women on a daily. You have no choice than to learn more about women sharing ideas, how women speak, how different women carry themselves. I'm not saying that you need to like choke yourself with women all the time, but then like if you have a lot of women of feminine presence in your life, it will help you grow and get in touch with your feminine side. And also it helps you stay grounded. It helps you stay grounded. It helps you stay on track, because when you're on this soft feminine journey, this journey of becoming a better version or a higher version of yourself, sometimes you could lose track. But if you're surrounded by women and you're taking on these new feminine activities every single day, it just kind of always snaps you back to, you know, the goal, the focus of like getting in touch with these sides, staying in touch, learning new habits, keeping it together. You start to, you know, unravel different layers within yourself that you don't even know exist when it comes to like tapping into your feminine energy. I'm just putting some oil in the hair. This hair is giving very much grown woman vibes, and I love it so much. Initially, I was going to like spruce the curls up a bit, kind of add like, you know, different layers and stuff, but I decided to not do that. Let's rock the actual curls on the hair. Let's see how long it's going to last. Let's also see how it forms beautifully, which it actually does. Okay, I've pretty much opened up the soft woman series on my channel, so I'm going to be making consistent videos on this topic. I'm going to link everything in the description box below so you guys can check this wig out. Now if you don't subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye.